I got one! Oh, look, Dad, I got the fish! Got it! I got a fish! Will you help me?
Oh my gosh, okay, let's pull your rod down.
Hey, I caught a fish!
Oh my gosh. So we have a beginner here, Amber, the production manager of Opal Images, who has never caught a bass, and she just caught her very first bass. So that's pretty good. So we're gonna just loosen this up so I don't get hooks in me.
Can we get a picture of this?
Oh yeah. Well, we'll get a picture so I'm gonna hold the lip like this and freeze the fish.
Yeah,
Now,
paralyze
this is the part that's hard, and I have pliers that I use to take these out because
You don't want to hook yourself while you're hooking the fish.
and you do. If the fish jumps, okay, let me have just a little slack. There you go. If the fish jumps,
you're gonna be the fish on the hook.
I can be the fish on the hook, you know. So way to go! You actually caught a little 1 pound fish.
Woohoo!
So her very first bass at Bartlett Lake. We're out here, folks, at Bartlett Lake. Whoops, see that? That's a good example of how to get hooked. Even though I had him lipped, let me get you a hold of it. Okay, so we're out here at Bartlett Lake today, and Amber is actually the production manager of Opal Images, who does all the filming of this. So today we decided that she's gonna fish and catch her first bass. So that's what we're doing. We're just throwing little crankbaits, and she's never even hardly ever filled a fishing pole, have you? Yeah.
Last fish I caught, I was 7 and it was this big.
Oh boy, so this is, you're graduating. So hopefully today she can get some bigger fish, which probably might happen. You know what, I'm gonna reach right down here and grab this pliers and make this easy, because these crankbaits have such hard hooks. And yeah, see how easy that came out?
Oh wow, it ripped his face.
Well, ripped a little bit, but their mouths are so bony, you know, but nice fish, look at that. Yay, your very
That's what
first
happens
one.
when you fish with the master.
Yeah, so we want to welcome you to Fishing with Gary Senft show. And we're at Bartlett Lake this morning. It's on Labor Day weekend, Saturday morning. So we thought we'd come out when it's real tough, bring somebody that never caught a fish before in their life, and try to catch some of these bass and see if we could get her to catch some. So she just caught her very first crankbait bass. And we have overhead clouds. It's very cloudy out here. Looks like it might sprinkle, but that's good, because what that does is it brings the fish up to the bank. And so we're gonna let this guy go, and he'll just swim to the bottom. But we're just using real small crankbaits this morning. I'll just show this to you, what she's using. These are just real little guys like this. This little crankbait here has a little tiny lip on it, and it doesn't go very deep. It goes about 4 or 5 feet, and it just ties directly right to the crankbait. So when that goes through, you know, Amber was seeing the bait wiggle in the water as she was bringing it in. And we were talking earlier about casting, because she never used a rod like this. So we're using nanofill and just a small little 10 pound leader on here, fluorocarbon. And I can tell you that at Bartlett Lake, see these speckles on the top that's green?
Yes.
Boy, they like that out here. For some reason, I don't know why they like that, but they do like that green color. And I've got one, the same thing. It's a whitish on the side, but it's got green speckles on the top. So we're gonna just kind of have fun and catch some more fish out here, and you kind of got excited when it's kind of neat, isn't it? You know,
it's a good feeling.
It's a good feeling when they bite, because what happened? You were reeling it in, all of a sudden it just stopped instantly, didn't it? Well, what's gonna happen when you get a big one on?
I'm probably gonna be swimming with it.
Well, actually, what you do is I have the drag set, so that when you do get a big one, look at, see that? Hear that?
Oh yeah.
So what's gonna happen is, when you get a big one on, you won't reel, and you'll just let the bass pull the line out. Okay. Hopefully we do get the bigger one.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go crankbaiting today. We're gonna use some Texas rig worms, and we're gonna try another new technique that hardly nobody uses on this hardly anywhere in Arizona or any lake. So it's called flick shaking.
Okay.
And it's a wacky worm, and we'll use the graph and we'll get over structure and we'll see fish on the bottom and we'll drop it down on top of them and we'll catch some fish like that.
Okay.
Well, that'll be later on, but we want to just try this, topwater and crankbaits and stuff, and just go junk fishing and have a good time and try to catch some fish.
Cool.
So got your first one under the belt?
Yeah.
So cool, keep on doing what you're doing and we'll just kind of keep throwing, see what happens, all right? Yeah. Good job.
Thanks.
Amber, what we're doing is just covering a lot of water right now, and we're looking for active fish. So all these little rocky points that stick out like this are really good to throw up against the rocks. You know.
Why?
Well,
Why
because
is it best to shoot there?
well, for one thing, you're using a crankbait that looks like a crawdad. So you're imitating a crawdad, more or less, and that's what they're going to be eating, or they're going to be eating a shad.
Okay.
So you want to actually throw towards the rocks as close as you can, like 3-4 feet away, and then just hold your rod down. And that way, when you hold your rod down, you get that lure to go a little bit deeper, you know.
So it kind of sinks into the
water?
water?
So it just sinks down in the water. I'm throwing a topwater. Now, you know, it's already 9 o'clock. So those fish ate real early this morning. I've already eaten. So we're kind of in the tough, we're in the tough time of fishing right now. So we're just hunting them down, trying to find one that's still hungry enough that, you know, we could catch him. You know.
So, I mean, at this part of the morning, is there really like a good place to look for them?
There is, you know, there's, you know, where those fish are going to be hanging out would be like in the sticks or these points. You know how those rocks come out like that?
Yeah.
Well, those are real good places that fish will hang out right now.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
So we're going to go over that, and we're going to throw these crankbaits right over the top of that, you know. See, now that they fed early, real early, now it's 9 o'clock. Now they're coming up trying to eat again. These fish have to eat about every 2 hours.
Really?
Yeah, because their little stomachs are real little.
So,
and once they eat
then
some,
swimming all the time.
And they're swimming all the time, yeah.
They're burning
chasing,
major calories.
Yeah, they're burning up calories. They're chasing the bait, you know, all the shad and stuff. So that's the reason why. So what I do is when I'm out here, and it's a cloudy day, so I'm not wearing sunglasses or whatever, but I'm scanning the surface of this whole area. So if I see fish coming up,
the jumps.
you know, and I can tell the difference between a bass and a carp.
Oh, okay.
The carp usually jumps, and it's one big jump, and it always goes kaploosh, you know.
Okay.
The bass come up and they're swirling on the bait, and they make a different sound on swirling. So, because remember when we saw them when I caught that last one?
Yeah.
Remember they were just kind of swirling,
yeah.
and they weren't jumping all the way out of the water. Sometimes you can see them jump out of the water and they'll eat the bait, you know, but.
So have you ever caught a fish midair?
No. I have, that's kind of a good question. I have caught a fish by actually casting a lure over a tree limb.
Really?
And the bait went over the tree limb, and I was lifting it up to flick the bait off the tree, and the bass came up and grabbed the bait off the tree.
Did you catch the fish?
Yeah.
With that? Wow.
Yeah, I did.
That's so
One time
cool.
I was at San Carlos and I caught like a 6-pounder that way, but most of the time they're small fish that I get like that. Now see that swirl right there? They're chasing shad. See how the water moved?
Yeah.
Watch this. Watch this. See the fish over there? Watch. Okay, cast your lure right towards those swirls.
Okay.
They're actually, ooh, there's a fish right there, a big one. Watch this. Keep casting, cast out there and you'll get one. Okay, I got one on too. Look at this. This is a nice one.
Oh, yeah.
Look at,
ooh. Oh, he's big.
Okay, stand back a minute. It's a big one.
He really is. Wow.
Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip him right up in the boat.
Okay.
Oh, now Amber, look at that.
Oh, that's what I want to catch.
So that's a good 3-pounder. Look at that.
Wow.
Is that beautiful or is
big.
it? Isn't that nice?
Yeah, it really is.
That is a nice fish.
Wow.
So we just happen to luck out. When you get in an area like this and the fish are chasing shad, you want to just keep pounding the area.
Oh, so like if you don't have something, you just reel up real fast.
Yeah, just throw it up and.
Don't waste your time.
Nope, you just want to keep casting because you never know when you're going to get that next bite. I mean, and they might be there, 10 feet over, they might be over there. So you kind of keep mixing it up, you know.
Okay. So maybe
we'll
throw it to the same place 1 or 2 times, but then move.
Right, I mean, you know, I'm kind of mixing it up and I'm casting fan casting, and then you're covering that whole area. So you'll be able to just hit that. I'm waiting for them to come up again. There was some big fish in that last school, because you saw that one was 3 pounds. That was a good fish.
Yeah, that was a big old fish for sure. Okay.
And that's the way these big ones, they live a little bit deeper normally. And so when they chase shad and they come up, it's not by the shore, it's out here in deep water. Because I was here Wednesday, and we were fishing in the middle of the lake, believe it or not. Because they were coming up chasing shad out there in the middle on Wednesday. So, but there was no boats here. We're here on Saturday, Labor Day, and of course we're not seeing any boats now because it's still early.
So I think I'm hooked.
You got the top hook in it. Sometimes I can just jiggle it and it'll come off, but
of course.
Oh, of course. Hang on. Let me get that for you. Okay, ready? Go throw over. See the ripple? Aim for it. So they're still there. Whoops.
I'm gonna miss
I know, when you get in a hurry, this is when,
when you mess up.
It always messes up. There you go. Whoops, watch your feet.
Yeah,
There you go.
Dadgum.
Just keep casting, reel it in, keep on red steady reel, and cast out again.
Cast a line and reel it in.
Get that wasp out of here. Yeah. You got that song down. The good old boy's song.
I
Just
do.
drop a line
And
reel it in. Yep, just keep casting, because they're out there. And they might be 6, 8 feet deep, you know, and I'm casting a surface lure,
and you're
which
not
is
catching
good,
them.
and I'm not getting down where the fish are. You are. You're going down 6 to 8 feet. But they could hear this little propeller on this little bait here, so they could come up and bite on it. It always used to upset John a little, because a lot of times I would catch more fish. And he'd say, well, after I'm done editing this, I'll catch as many as you do. So, but on this show, we're showing little ones, big ones, you know, we're gonna show it all, or no fish, you know, because it's kind of a learning, whoops.
Segment.
Well, I wish they'd come up again.
Yeah,
Wow.
really though. They waited till I got a hook messed up, and then, okay, it's safe now.
I know. Got to be pretty close, because they'll come up, grab a bait, and then they'll go back down. And so that's the end of it.
So you won't see them?
No. They can go down 5 or 10 feet, you know, in their comfort zone and eat that bait.
Yeah.
If they got a big old minnow or something, or a big shad. Because it's only 12 feet deep right here. So that's not very deep. So they could actually see your little lure,
And
or
come back up for it?
my topwater, and come up for it. Yeah. So topwater baits are right there in front of you. See the swirl?
Yeah.
Cast right over the top of them. Okay, now start reeling. Keep your rod down, yeah, just like you're doing.
I don't think I'm gonna get
Well, you don't know. You just got to get it in front of them to see it. Now just do another cast. Just kind of.
So it's better to get in front of them than behind them?
Well, actually you went over them, so that was good. There you go. Yeah, because you're bringing that lure down 5, 6 feet, and he's already came up swirling on a bait.
Yeah. So like, if you were to shoot behind a big group of fish and then drag it through them, would they like that?
Oh yeah, they would eat that.
I'm beginning to see the benefit of the polarized sunglasses, so you can see into the water more.
Right.
Way better.
Yeah, I always wear Polaroids. I'm not now because the light's so low. You know, I really don't need them, but I have them where they're different shades of Polaroids too, because I have a sponsor that's called Maui Jim.
Maui Jim.
And so I get a pair of those every year, and they're like $299.
Okay.
But I'm not. Ooh, look at that.
Oh,
see that?
Yeah.
Here he comes. So we got that fish to eat. He actually came up and he actually ate the bait right where.
There you go.
It took a while, because how many casts did we make?
Probably made like 15.
Yeah.
Maybe between the two.
So here's something interesting. Check this out. So this fish has one eye. That eye is no good,
Oh.
but he's got one good eye.
Yeah.
So a hook might have got in there
And he couldn't even see it?
he couldn't even see it. He only could see out of one eye. But look at the other one. See how it's all frosted over? Kind of like a human, but he was eating. So all we did was hook him a little bit there.
Okay.
So he's a little one, but he's a fish.
Have
you
ever
know.
like hooked one like straight through the top?
That's usually, oh, right in here?
Yeah.
Sometimes the bait will, the one hook, because I got two big trebles and so
Yeah.
do you. Sometimes the hook will go here and then the back hook will hook him right in there or back here. So.
But it's easier to get him right here on the side because it's thinner?
Yeah.
Okay.
See that black line right there?
Yeah.
That's called a lateral line. So when the water's dirty, they can feel the vibration of your lure from a long ways away. And that's how they find out what's coming through the water.
Yeah.
So they'll eat that.
So they have like sensors
Yeah.
on the side. It's kind of like whiskers of an animal.
Yeah.
A little bit.
So sometimes I look down his throat when I get a bigger one. And I'll see like little crawdad pincers sticking out. Yeah, so I can grab that on a bigger one and pull it up and I can see the color of the crawdad.
Wow.
So it might be green pumpkin or it might be red or orange. Then I'll know exactly what they're eating. Yeah, so we'll let that guy go. So that just kind of shows you we've been just casting and casting and casting because we saw that one come up, you know. So usually if the little ones, they all, let me get this out of your way. They all stick together. You know what I mean?
The little ones?
The little ones do, yeah. The big ones are solo, you know. So we'll kind of just keep fan casting and see what happens.
Yeah. So
just keep, because he just heard it and he heard that noise and probably thought it was a minnow coming across the top and he ate it. Oh, look at that. So they're coming out of the water.
Oh, I see.
Okay, so